What's going on, guys? This is GT, iamthetie, coming at you with the final part of Mega Man X, the Let's Play. Anyway, in today's episode, we're going to tackle Sigma and his dog Velguadere, which sounds like an exotic water and also sounds kind of French. If you need any help, use the worms. Just use the Armored Armadillo ability and just create a shield around yourself. It's the easiest way to get to fill up your sub-tanks again if you're running low. But anyways, get this thing started. He's doing, "Welcome, I see you managed to get here by yourself. Very impressive. I could destroy you, but I would not rob my pet of that pleasure. He knows how to deal with betrayers. Should you live, I will be waiting for you. Don't disappoint me, X." Like, what? How did I become a betrayer? I thought he was the one that went Maverick, but whatever. But anyway, Hadouken makes quick work of this guy, because that's freaking epic. I've never been able to land the Hadouken on the dog before. That was amazing. But an excellent job, X. I can see why Zero counted on you. You are almost as good a hunter as I was. Freaking Hadouken is amazing, but the time of your destruction has arrived. You shall regret ever having defied me. And all of a sudden this guy's going Luke Skywalker on me, but I am still so stoked at the fact that I nailed him with the Hadouken. The guy jumped over my head and jumped into the Hadouken blast. I didn't even get it off in time. Like, freaking amazing. But yeah, he's channeling his inner Luke Skywalker here. He's got the green lightsaber and everything. And man, I so wish I could be a Jedi. If you guys had one thing in the world that you could be, if you know, like based on like a sci-fi thing. I know you guys are probably into sci-fi stuff, Pokemon things. I know a couple of people I pose this question are going to be like, hey, I want to be a Pokemon trainer. Being a Pokemon trainer is totally bomb, but I want to be a Jedi. If I could be one thing in like the galaxy and like the cool things on my mind, being a Jedi would be freaking epic. Blocking different things with a lightsaber, you know, just using your powers for good. It just sounds really, really sweet. Obviously, this guy's definitely not Luke Skywalker though. He's definitely all kinds of evil incarnate, bouncing around. But this is basically how you beat him. He does a lot of damage if you let him hit you. So I basically just cower in the corner like a little bitch, and I let him jump up to me, and then I just kind of hop down, hit him with the electric spark, and jump back up like a bitch, and then kind of rinse, cycle, and repeat. The cycle continues not just for clothes, but for fighting Sigma as well. So that's pretty much all that I can do right here. I'm actually doing this a post narration. I don't know if you guys can notice that, but I'm doing a post narration, and you know the reason why? I recorded it 5 times live, and I couldn't talk while battling him at the same time. It was impossible. I couldn't do it because every single time I opened my stupid mouth, I got myself killed. So I decided to just play through it, not talk at all, and it worked out a lot better. As you can tell, I haven't taken any damage yet, and I cannot say that normally happens. So I was feeling pretty epic here. So basically the guy's weak to electric spark, and it really doesn't do all that much damage to him. It does like 2, but as opposed to hitting him by 1, it's a lot better. And since I had such an epic run, I had to hit the save state on that because it's freaking amazing. But anyway, here's Sigma's final form. He's fusing and creating like, you know, like how they have the Megazord or whatever in Power Rangers a while back, where you fuse all the different pieces together. It's like Sigma fusing, but he's gone into like crazy beast mode. Only that could happen to you normally, but basically the secret you want to do is he's weak to Armored Armadillo. If you want to play really, really cautiously, which is what I'm going to try to do to start, you just kind of try to hit him with the X-Buster, but the thing is, you only take away 1 piece of heart every single time, and he takes away like 5 of your heart pieces, or 5 of your little life containers every single time he hits you. So playing cautiously just really isn't my style. I don't have the patience for it, so I'm gonna get a little bit hasty here, and I'm gonna start getting myself a little bit owned. But you know, in terms of getting a perfect run, you can get a perfect run if you did what I was trying to do, or you can speed things along and be a man. So I'm gonna try to be a man, and hopefully it doesn't get me killed. So anyway, he's got the rolling shield. I gotta pull this thing out. And you wanna stand on the corner, because if he hits you with the little laser beams that fire your lasers, then yeah, it's gonna hurt like hell. So everything in this final stage, this is probably like one of the hardest bosses I ever played as a little kid. It was like beating Mega Man X as a little kid. I'm not gonna lie, like whenever I beat like A Link to the Past or Mega Man X or a game like that, I would just get so stoked. And the reason why is, you know, like when you're 10 years old or 9 years old or however old you are when you're playing this game, you don't know what it's like until you actually beat one of the games. You're just like, wow, that felt so good. Like when you beat it as an older person, you're like, well, yeah, I beat the game. It's like another game off your checklist. But as a little kid, it's like a huge accomplishment. So anyway, I'm doing really, really well right now. I'm actually really impressed. Because normally I don't do that well against Sigma. But I don't know if I've even used the sub tank. But I'm pretty much rocking it here. I might have used the sub tank. But he does quite a bit of damage. And like not using a sub tank would be pretty insane. Yeah, here we go. I gotta use. I've used a sub tank before. I've used 2 sub tanks. So obviously, sub tanks really useful in this whole stage. And oh, I got him. I got freaking Sigma. Amazing. And I killed his dog. No, it's not possible. I'm a Reploid. I can't be destroyed by you. Why, X? Why have you done this to us? Without the humans, my Reploid brothers could have ushered in a new age. No. And I just teleport the hell out of there. And he's floating on a flying fort. Where'd he get that giant? Where'd he get the real estate to get that giant rock that he built his fortress on? And how did no one not notice that he built that? Like, doesn't he have to buy supplies or something? But yeah, his thing gets vaporized, and that's pretty sweet. That kind of reminds me of Knuckles' Angel Island, just kind of floating in the air. But anyway, the war has ended for now, and peace has been restored. But those who sacrifice themselves, it's going way too slowly for me, sacrifice themselves for the victory, will never return. Or maybe they will. You guys don't know yet until you get to part 2 and part 3. But exhausted, X gazes at the destruction he helped cause and wonders why he chose to fight. He's like there's always like the should I fight, should I not? You know, like when is peace necessary, when's it not peace? I love like the kind of like the older mature themes that they got going on in the Mega Man X thing. He's like, was there another way? It kind of reminds me a lot of Lord of the Rings. You know, like the question is like, how do you stand up against so much evil? I think that's a phrase that the king used. But standing on the cliff, the answer seemed to escape him, and he only knows that he'll fight the Mavericks again before he finds his answer. How long will he keep on fighting? How long will his pain last? I feel bad that he feels pain considering he's a robot, but you know, he's got feelings, man. He's got a heart. But maybe only the X-Buster on his hand knows for sure. Dear X-Buster, do you know how long I'll have to keep fighting? Hell if I know. I don't know. Have you ever seen Potter Puppet Pals where it's like, oh no, it's Voldemort, whatever will we do? And then they look at Dumbledore and he's like, I don't know. And then he just runs away. And for some reason, like, Dumbledore's naked. He's like a naked puppet. He's like, naked time. But this is freaking funny. If you've ever seen Potter Puppet Pals, go search it in the YouTube thing after you watch this video. It's pretty hilarious. But I don't know why that reminded me of it. Totally unrelated to Mega Man, but obviously we got the Caster, we got Spiky, we got Crusher, we got Ball de Vol, or whatever the heck. I don't know how you pronounce stuff in French. Aiming Hopper, Sea Attacker, Gulper, Snow Mountain King, you got Rabbit, Tombot, Bomb Bin, Armor Soldier, Snow Shooter, Gunbolt, Otarian, Flamingo. I love the pun though, all the names that they got. Lift Cannon. Wait a minute, actually Skyclaw's not all that creative. Death Rogamer. I don't even know what a Rogamer is. Scrap Robo, Dig Labor. Labor Union Strike Back. Gallery Stage. Baton Bone. C-15. Dodge Blaster. Sign Faller. What the hell's a Sign Faller? Is there a cosine faller? Worm. Is that like when your iPod gets a virus? Go figure. Sigma Stage Boss Fighter. Rangabatanga. Available there. Is that the name of the dog? He sounds like an exotic Dasani water. But yeah, we got Flash. Get Chill Penguin. And it's cool because, you know, most of these guys aren't actually Mavericks. I think if you've ever watched the OVA, I don't think all of them are actually Mavericks. I think a couple of them are Mavericks, and a couple of them just got swooned. They tried to take down Sigma and failed, and obviously they get killed if they don't join him, so they just had to join. I think Storm Eagle's one of those guys. He's actually a good person that just chose the wrong side to fight with, obviously, because he couldn't best Sigma in a battle. But, you know, how many people can best Sigma in a battle? That guy's kind of badass. But, got Sting Chameleon, you got Flame Mammoth, Boomer Kawanger, all the other people, Spark Mandrill, who's a freaking monkey with an Egyptian goatee. But, totally cool, and obviously, please show Vile and show Zero. Freaking Vile. Vile is like one of the coolest characters ever. You know, he plays by no rules. He's not supportive of Sigma at all, but he goes to the beat of his own drum, I should say. So here's Zero. Obviously Zero is really epic, and he plays a big role in the entire Mega Man X series. If you guys want to know, should I reveal the secret? I don't know if I should reveal the secret. Okay, I'm gonna spill the beans right now. You are Mega Man X, whatever. But the thing is that Zero wasn't created by Dr. Light, he wasn't created by Dr. Kane, he was actually created by the one and only, and Dr. Wily. Like, Zero is a Dr. Wily creation, and because Dr. Wily's got like all this innate hatred for some reason towards Dr. Light and his creations and all the other crap, he built Zero, and he had an imperfect design. Basically, what happened is that like Zero has uncontrollable rage, and there was nothing that they could do to stop this guy. So and basically his rage is actually contagious. It's not like the rage virus in 28 Days Later or anything like that. But basically, what happened was that they had news of like basically like a Maverick or a Reploid causing a lot of havoc. Sigma went to go investigate. Zero pretty much rocked everybody in the unit. Sigma had to go in, fight him. Zero was about to kick Sigma's butt and completely defeat him, but all of a sudden Zero realized that Sigma was a worthy opponent, and I think like the chip override system made it so if he fights a worthy opponent, he can't fight back. So that's basically what happened, and basically what happened is that Sigma punched him in the face, basically wiped out his entire memory. But what happened was that the innate faulty programming that Zero had got transferred to Sigma himself, and basically like Zero passed on what is essentially known as Zero virus, Sigma virus, things like that into Sigma, and that's why Sigma went Maverick. So that's kind of the backstory for Mega Man X. Obviously, I hope you guys aren't too disappointed. You're like, oh man, I didn't realize that, but that's the story. Like Zero being a good guy, everything right now, they fixed him. He's totally cool right now, but at some point he was actually really, really bad, so it's pretty cool. But all of a sudden, the music is really weird here. What is Sigma doing here? You have won a temporary victory, X. What you destroyed was only a temporary body. My spirit remains intact. That's... what the hell? In time, I will find other bodies strong enough to do my bidding, and I will return. I shall see you soon, X. Very soon. ... And the thing is, I don't know if the video ever actually ends when you get to this point, so I'm gonna let this play out for a little bit and see what happens. But yeah, but basically Zero is a good guy now, but he's the reason why the virus exists and why Sigma is causing all this havoc in the world. So I don't know what to tell you guys. That's my spoiler for you guys. Obviously, if you guys are disappointed, you didn't want to hear that. Just pretend you didn't. Go yada yada yada, cover your ears, do something like that. But I just had to share that because that's like the essential part of the Mega Man X series. That's the reason why got all this fighting, everything else going on. But obviously, hope you guys enjoyed this LP. I sure as hell did. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was one hell of an epic run. I feel like I actually did a lot. I used a Hadouken on a boss, which I don't often get to say. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. Definitely click the like button if you did. And if you want to check out the rest of the videos, definitely go check them out. I have a link to the past up there. My favorite game of all time. Definitely check out that LP I did. I have Donkey Kong Country 3. And when I pick up next time, obviously more Pokemon Wi-Fi battles. But other than that, I don't know what's in store for this channel. So I'll catch you guys another time. Bye.